Wow, thank you everybody for being here. This is amazing. Another amazing turnout. Woo! Woo! You guys rock. So bear with me here. It's my first time doing this. So
You got this!
yeah.
You got this!
So I really want to thank everyone for being here. We are worldwide, right? Like we're worldwide doing this. We're fighting this all around the world. Yeah, thanks. So I want to acknowledge that we are gathered here on unceded Indigenous territory, and I want to thank the veterans of those various movements and efforts for your leadership and dedication toward all these frameworks. We are multi-tentacled fighting this beast. So I will be presenting a statement regarding Police on Guard for Thee, the National Organization of Serving and Retired Canadian Police Officers, opposed to the unconstitutional lockdowns and mandated backs for federal employees. My name is Krista Simon. I'm an Halifax resident, born here and raised my daughter, now 27, here since 1994. I'm an old school activist, volunteer and organizer for varying rally causes since 2002. For anything from animal rights, the G7 summit, affordable housing and social assistance reform, rights for women in prison, Anonymous worldwide, the Bill C-51 anti-terrorism nationwide rallies, and now Freedom Nova Scotia and our allies. I've been to a lot of demos in the past 20 years, and I do want to point out that police, by and large, are neutral to protest message. This has been my experience. But during marches, for example, I've encountered thumbs up and fists from behind the wheel for the first time in my life, and that was back beginning in March 2021 of this year. So that really stood out as something significant for me. So I was one of those people arrested on Citadel Hill on May 15th after the ex parte injunction was ordered. And a few days later, I wrote to a local chapter of Police on Guard for Thee for advice, because I'd never been arrested before, but I had read their open letter to Nova Scotians on their website. It was gut-wrenching, and it did impact my decision to risk arrest that day. I have since been in contact with a chapter member, and to protect member identity, I've offered to read a letter from them to all of you today on their behalf, so without further ado. Woo! Police on Guard would like to thank everyone here today for standing up for your rights.
Yes!
Yeah. Thank you for standing with your fellow Canadians and demanding your rights be upheld. Thank you for demanding transparency from your government. We see you, we hear you, we share your concerns.
Yes!
You are not alone.
Woo!
Yeah. Police on Guard started as 2 police officers in Ontario last December and has steadily grown since. And we have been inundated with active members joining, and so many standing with us from CBSA, that's Canadian Border Services Agency, corrections, firefighters, military and police officers. Yes, this is true. Canada-wide.
Yes!
All across the country. We want you to know we are working very diligently behind the scenes to protect the charter rights of Canadians. At the end of April this year, Police on Guard, along with Rocco Galati of the Constitutional Rights Centre, filed a statement of claim to the Superior Court of Ontario to address the lawfulness of the ongoing COVID-19 response. This matter is expected to be before the courts this fall and possibly sooner.
Yes!
The very bedrock of Western medicine is the informed consent of the patient. It is the theme of such acts as the Nuremberg Code and the Helsinki Declaration. Your informed consent is now being threatened in the name of the greater good. We are in uncharted territory right now. Censorship is alive and well. Licensed medical practitioners such as MDs, nurses, epidemiologists, immunologists, vaccinologists, cardiologists, and even former vice presidents of pharmaceutical companies are speaking up against the COVID-19 response. They are being silenced if their message is anything contrary to the government-approved narrative. How is a one-sided message conducive to informed consent in a free and democratic society? Yeah. For those who have not yet heard, Police on Guard is assisting Mr. Galati with another action in the courts. the federal government has recently announced its intent to mandate the COVID-19 vaccine for all federal and federally regulated employees. We at Police on Guard felt it is necessary to address this matter as it clearly violates several tiers of law domestically and internationally.
Yes.
On behalf of all Canadians, we are facilitating an initiative to bring a class action lawsuit against the federal government of Canada regarding this mandate.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Upon making this formal announcement 2 weeks ago, the response has been overwhelming. In that short time, we have had such an expression of interest from people wishing to join that we have had to stop accepting applicants to meet our deadline, and all names forwarded to Mr. Galati at this time as he is planning to file this lawsuit prior to the federal election in September.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yes.
A win with this lawsuit will be a win for all Canadians. If you wish to donate to this cause, there is a donation feature to set up on the website of the Constitutional Rights Centre at www.constitutionalrightscentre.ca. Policeonguard.ca has the tools you can use to take ownership of this movement on your own as well. There are questions and answers with Mr. Galati and template letters to send your local politicians and police services. We have also recently added a template letter for notices to employees regarding mandatory vaccination, which you can download and modify on the policeonguard.ca website. We end this message with a call for action. Anyone who believes their rights are being violated, speak up now.
Yes. Yes.
You are not alone. Your voices and peaceful actions have an impact and are part of the solution to these unprecedented times. Each time you speak up against these unlawful measures, it is a vote to maintain our inalienable rights to freedom and to preserve those rights for our children.
Yes.
Yep. United we stand, and united we will maintain the freedom that is our Canadian foundation. To our fellow brothers and sisters in law enforcement, do the right thing. Stand with us in defense of the Charter of Rights and Freedoms and for the Canadians who depend on us to do just that.
Yes.
Yep. So now and in the days to come, Police on Guard will continue to stand for you, and we will not rest until the balance of your rights have been restored. Thank you everyone so much for being here.
Thank you. Police on Guard.
Thank you, Krista.